10 on your side at your local election headquarters, and today marks exactly 3 weeks until Virginians will head to the polls to select the Democratic nominee for lieutenant governor. But the question is, do you actually even know what the lieutenant governor does in Virginia? Capitol Bureau reporter Tyler Englander explains.
Almost everybody knows that if the governor can't make it through his or her term, the lieutenant governor would be elevated to the state's top job. However, beyond that, it's unclear how many people actually know what role the lieutenant governor plays right here in Virginia. They're the second most powerful person in Virginia, but what do they actually do? That's the question that could be on the mind of voters as they head to the polls next month to select the Democratic nominee for lieutenant governor.
It is sort of, the lieutenant governor is kind of like a secret extra vote in Survivor.
However, the answer to that question is a little complicated. That's because Randolph-Macon political science professor Rich Marr says people tend to think of the lieutenant governor the same way they think about the vice president. However, unlike the VP, the lieutenant governor is a separate position that is separately elected.
It's not really the case that the lieutenant governor has a position representing the governor or being part of the governor's team. Again, that's up to them whether they can work that out.
Marr says in reality, the LG only has one role according to the state constitution.
The key power that the lieutenant governor has had in recent years is the ability to cast a tie-breaking vote in the Senate.
Marr adding that the ability to cast that tie-breaking vote could be critical, with Democrats currently holding a slim 21-19 majority in the Senate.
A vote that's really important for each party to have because it helps provide that extra cushion. If you have a senator who feels uncomfortable about an issue or have a controversial issue that you feel like it's going to be really hard to get your entire majority to vote for, it's nice to have a little bit of an extra cushion.
The reason there's no Republican primary for lieutenant governor is because former radio host John Reed has already secured the Republican nomination after his primary opponent withdrew from the race due to health reasons. At the state capitol, I'm Tyler Englander.